Hey gals, happy Super Bowl Sunday. Thought I'd jump on and do a quick little romantic eye for Valentine's Day with some glitter. And I'm gonna use my mascara face products out of my clutch. And then I'm also gonna incorporate this really pretty makeup, or this eye palette from Huda Beauty, because this is like perfect for Valentine's Day. Look at those colors, so pretty. And then let's get started by priming the face. So I like to use this Makeup Step 1 primer, and I just put it on my oily part of my skin. So basically on my chin, right here, under my eyes a little bit, and mostly my forehead. If you're not oily, you can just skip that step. And then let's prime the eyes. I've been using, I also use a MAC paint pot, but I can't find it. This is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Eye Primer. So I like to use that on my eyes. And I just apply it like that, and then I rub it in with my finger. Last night we went and saw a movie, Green Book. It's based on a true story. It's very, very good. Very entertaining. Recommend you see it. Good, great acting. You laugh, you cry, it's all the good stuff. So I'm gonna put this down, and then I'm going to take a brush that has a little bit of powder left over from yesterday, and I'm gonna use it just to kind of set down that primer. So this is the Power Powder brush, and I usually use this under my eyes to set my face, but I'm gonna use it just to put that powder down. And then I'm gonna go into this palette, and I'm gonna take this color Teddy right here, and I'm gonna take this dual-sided mascara eye brush, and I'm going to take some color, tap it out, see how much color goes everywhere. And I'm gonna build this into my crease. It's gonna be a really pretty kind of romantic mauve-y color. And all of these colors can be recreated with the products that Maskcara has. So if it's really important to you that you are staying in your mascara palette, and you want to be able to take it with you, and you don't want to deal with another palette, let me know and I can find the right colors for you. I like also playing with other things that I have, and I want to show you guys how to use other things in case you have it. So I'm going to build this in my crease gradually like that, and then I'm going to take a little bit more of a mauve-y purple color. This is called Tickle, right there. We're going to take that, and again use that fluffy end of the double-sided brush. Now I'm just going to go a little bit deeper and try not to blow it out as much in my crease, and it's just going to add some dimension. I'm just gonna add it right there. And now I'm gonna go with something a little bit, let's see. I'm gonna go with this kind of purpley color right here called Lace, but I'm just gonna take it on my finger and I'm gonna put it on my lid. And the lid shade is actually gonna be our glitter. So I'm not too concerned with how the lid looks, but it'll be nice just to have something laid down right there. Let's put that. Okay, and now how about we do some glitter? So I'm gonna go in with a glitter glue, and then I'm gonna, keeping with the pink theme, gonna use a pink glitter. Let's get this out so I can show you guys. The glitter glue I'm using is NYX, NYX, however you might say it, glitter glue. And then look at this pink. I'm gonna use this one from Maskcara. Woo! LaLa Land. There's kind of nothing like it, so we're definitely using that. And I'm gonna get a little bit of a mirror that's closer to me, and I'm gonna put my glitter glue down. So the nice thing is, you definitely want to glue, because this is pretty much a pressed glitter. So the glue is gonna help it adhere to your eye. So we're just gonna put it on your eye space, your main lid. And we're doing our face second because if you drop any of the glitter, it's okay because you can clean it up with a makeup wipe. So I put that glue down. I'm gonna just press it in so it's a little bit tacky. And then I'm gonna take my glitter and just push my finger. So much easier to apply with your finger. And I'm gonna just push it on top of the glue. And I'm just gonna put as much as your little heart desires. So as much glitter as dense or as light as you want it to be. Really, really pretty. Okay, now we're gonna do the other side. Same steps, just take the glitter glue, put it on your lid. And then just press it in so it starts getting a little bit tacky. And then I'm going to take my other finger that has a little bit of the glue on it, press it into my pink glitter, tap a little bit off, got a lot on, and just push it into my eyes, into the lid. See how simple and pretty that is? Now I'm going to take a makeup wipe and just kind of get the glitter off my finger. And I'm also going to look, I actually don't really have any fallout, but you can just clean up really easily with that wipe and get some of that glitter off. So yeah, I didn't really have a lot of fallout, you guys, because I used that glitter glue. It's very helpful. So now what I'm going to do is take my dual-sided brush again and go back into my Huda palette. And I'm just going to intensify the colors just a little bit. I'm going to use this color called Spanked. It's kind of a purpley color, and I'm going to go on the more dense side of my brush. And just take it and kind of push it into the crease. And then what's so easy is I can just flip the brush over, go back into Tickle. Try to take me seriously with these names. I bet the marketing execs are like, oh, it's gonna be so funny to hear people say Spanked and Tickle. Okay, again, just like put that into the crease. This pointy, denser side of your brush is gonna be the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Strategic when you put the color down. It's gonna go right where you want it, and then you're gonna take a little bit of Tickle again, and you're just gonna blend out the edges. This could also be a really pretty halo eye, but that's not what I'm doing right now. Okay, so now I'm gonna go and I'm going to put a little eyeliner on. Using, per usual, my tattoo liner by Kat Von D in the color Trooper Black. Then get my music to replay. I can't have silence, it's too quiet. I actually have my daughter's. I don't know if you could hear it. I just turned it off, but her monitor is right next to me because she's sleeping, so the white noise was also playing. So I'm just kind of putting that on real quick, and there's the liner. Now let's do the face and we can finish the eyes. Actually, let's do my eyebrows. Where's the cat? Okay. So eyebrows, let's keep this mirror. Eyebrows, what I start with is I fill in the bottom of the brow. So just with lines. I like to make the bottom of the brow a little bit more darkest part, and then I feather it up. So I'm creating the structure kind of on the bottom. I'm just following my natural brow shape, and then I'm filling in everywhere else. This is what I always use until it's gone, and then I won't probably rebuy it. It's just whatever. But I got it in a beauty box. This is Billion Dollar Brows. And the shade, well, it's brown, Universal. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Just fill them in. That's pretty much it. I don't like to spend a lot of time on the brows. They kind of bore me. So now let's do face. So I'm going to take my, let's see, I thought I brought one of my little, okay. It's fine. I have everything in here. So I'm going to take my, I've been doing mango on this, on my pigmentation lately. So let's do that again. Basically it just helps to kind of cancel out some of the pigmentation I have without having to use a lot of color. So I'm going to take this side of the 30-second hack brush, go into this mango, which also is really great for under your eyes to brighten. So we can just put the littlest bit and kind of tap it on. So I'm putting it on top of my pigmentation that I have, and I'm going to go up to where my sunspots are as well and try to cover that up a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to take my blender and just push it into my skin. This is barely damp, just enough. So I put it under the sink and then I wring it all out. Actually, I've been washing it every time too, and I'll do a blog post on how I wash it. But I just blend that in. It's much too dark to be my overall color, but that's kind of the point. You want a darker shade to kind of cover up those deeper spots like the pigmentation. Now I'm going to take the other side of my 30-second hack brush and go into Candlelit, which is my main shade, and just put that on the littlest bits, right? You don't need a lot. I'm gonna take a little bit more just where I have some color issues. And then what I don't do is I don't put it right under my eye because I'm gonna go in with linen, and I don't need to put Candlelit if I'm just gonna go with linen because I already have mango. So I'm gonna put a little bit up here just to kind of cover the orange color that I had for pigmentation. And notice how I'm doing a stipple because you don't want to drag, because then if you put a canceling color underneath, it's going to pick it all up and move it around. So I'm just kind of dabbing everywhere. This isn't really a science, which is what makes it so easy, is you just kind of like dab it in, and when you have the right color, it's really forgiving and you don't need like a full mask of it. So I'm just taking my blender and kind of blending those shades together again. Okay, so now I'm going to take my detail hack brush, which is this guy, and I'm going to go into my contour shade, which is Ash, and I'm just taking color on one side of the brush under my cheekbone, which is usually like the top of your ear, and drag it down and then kind of push it into your skin. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm going to go to the top of my forehead, right into my hairline, and pull it down. And then I'm going to go under my chin, right there. Okay, so now back to the contour under my cheeks. I'm going to just stipple it in until I feel like it's blended. And on the other side as well. Don't pull it down, push it kind of up because if you get it too far past your cheekbone, it's gonna look like a 5 o'clock shadow. What you're doing is really trying to, a little bit on the nose, but I'm not doing a lot. You're trying to create a shadow to make your cheekbones pop out. Okay, so staying with kind of the romantic theme that we're going with, I'm going to look at my blush. Let's see what we got here. I'm just gonna go with Nude. That's one of my faves. And actually, no, just kidding. Be careful when you take these out of your palettes, because more times than I'd like to admit, I unfortunately get a finger in them because they do magnetize really well. So hopefully you guys aren't taking things in and out as much as I am. I'm gonna do, what is this, pink grapefruit on my cheeks. So I'm gonna take my Power Powder brush, or sorry, this is the B squared, and just stipple my brush into the product, smile, and put it down. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. See if I can get a mirror. And then you can take your Perfector sponge and just blend it in further. And oftentimes I take my, on accident of course, I take my blush a little bit too far in, so I like to just go and clean it up. And we actually need to do linen under our eyes. So I pick it up with my fingers so I don't do too much. And I just put it right there. The brightening shade is really important for those of us that may or may not be tired. This is nice too because it's going to keep that under eye section clean and clear from blush, which likes to sneak up when you get really excited about blending. So I'm just tapping that into my skin, kind of using the warmth of my finger to push it in. And yeah, I'm liking how that's looking. So I'm going to basically take my sponge again and just use it to pick up any excess. And then I'm going to bronze my face up a little bit. So I want to use the same side of my B squared. So all I have to do is take my brush cleaner, give it a couple spritzes, take a towel and just rub it. I rub, it's pretty intense rubbing. I'm not gentle. You don't really need to be. And then it's all clean. So now I'm going to go into Bella, which is the bronzer that I love, cream bronzer. Take this around my forehead. You can pull this down further than your contour goes. Take it around my cheeks. This is just to warm up my face. And on the other side. And down my neck. And now I'm going to, let's see, take my Perfector. I'm gonna do my highlighter. So I'm gonna use Glamazing. I'm gonna take the Power Powder brush. And before we do that, I'm actually gonna set under my eyes. So I'm gonna take this side of the Power Powder, which hugs really nicely, like I was saying, and take my Too Faced powder, and I'm going to tap a little bit into the lid, push it under my eyes and around my nose so I don't get creasing. Do the same over here, down my nose, around, and then I might take my fluffy side of the B squared, this guy, and I take more powder and just push it in, bring it down. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to do my the highlighter. So I'm going to use this side of the Power Powder brush And I'm gonna go into Glamazing and kind of just do a couple pushes into the product and take it on top of my cheekbone, right there. Let's see. On a Valentine's Day look, you definitely want to look glossy, so highlight is allowed. Intense highlight is okay. And then I'll take just a little bit, pull it down my nose, just on the top. And now what I'm going to do, the face is done, so I'm going to set the face with the Stay Spray on the sponge. Just push it into my skin. Now let's finish up the eyes real quick. Going back into my Huda Beauty palette, I'm just going to take some color underneath my eye. Fluffy brush. I'm gonna clean it really quick. Same with the face brush. Clean your brush. And then I'm gonna go into Teddy. Let's see. Tap it off so it doesn't fall over my face. I'm just gonna kind of blend that into the lower lash line. Back into Teddy, tap it off. And then I'm gonna go into mascara eyeshadow color called Unicorn, which kind of can't be beat. I'm gonna put it right into my inner corner. Right there. I love that for an inner corner highlight. So pretty. Okay, for my brow bone highlight, I'm always using this MAC Nylon. I'm gonna take a little bit of brush. Let's see, just some crappy little brush I have. I'm gonna take that and put it on my brow, underneath my brow. And now I'm gonna do some lips. I'm going to use Milani number 4. This is a really nice nude lip pencil. Okay. And then one of my favorite Anastasia colors for just every day is called Crush. It's going to be a really pretty color with this eye look. So and that's it. We're all done. Look how pretty that is. Pretty little eye. Pretty basic, pretty face. Totally natural. Maybe not I woke up like this, but totally obtainable. You can do it. I did it in 25 minutes and I've been talking, so you could probably do it in 15, maybe 20. Let me know. Send me an email or a note on any one of my avenues that I'll link to this video, and let me know if there's other looks that you want to do. This one was kind of fun. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.